What's up, gang? Case here with our in-gym strength work for Wednesday, February 3rd. We've got 4 rounds today, 9 to 14 kipping pull-ups. So we're just taking those rep ranges that we worked off of the last couple weeks, and we've been bumping up a couple reps each week. So whatever reps you hit for last week, your goal is to chain 1 or 2 more reps together each set on this week's pull-ups. If you can't chain at least 9 together, that's okay. Get to 9 in a accumulate 9 over the course of a set in as few sets as possible. So if it takes you 3 sets of 3 to get there, just working on chaining some bigger sets of kipping together today, accumulate 9 each round. If you don't have those kipping pull-ups, then we'll go banded pull-ups today and band up at a height and a resistance that's going to allow you to get 9 unbroken or more on those banded pull-ups. Putting all of our pieces together from our kipping over the last few weeks. This is our last week for this strength progression, so we'll be switching over to some new movements starting next week. Don't forget our hands should be right about shoulder width, maybe a bit inch or 2 wider. Also, when we grab that bar, we want that thumb around the bar over top of these first 2 fingers. We want to try to turn that grip over so those top knuckles are facing the ceiling. That's going to help us engage through our shoulders and lats more on this pull-up. On that core swing, keep those toes together and keep those legs long. We've been working on not breaking at the hip or breaking the knee. And then remember, fast hits to the top and then push away at the top to help you swing into that next rep. Turn that grip over, keep that body long throughout your kip, fast hips, push away at the top. Those are the focus points for today. Rest at least a minute between your kipping pull-ups and your handstand push-ups. And we'll be back in just a second with that handstand push-up breakdown. All right, gang, for our handstand push-ups today, 4 sets of max effort -1. These are strict, so no kipping today. So pushing yourself for another rep, ideally per set, compared to what we did last week. Don't go to complete failure, so I don't want you to see you fail any reps. But that last rep you finish on each set should be about the last rep that you can do. Focus points today, good hand position. So hands are shoulder width, fingertips facing forward, and then those fingertips should be about a foot away from the wall. Other piece we're going to work on today is when we come down, try not to come down right between your hands. As you break those arms at the top, your head and your back get a little bit closer to the wall so that when you're in that bottom position, you're in more of a tripod. Whenever we're working strength or skill with gymnastics movements, one of the ways that you progress is shooting for the higher technical version of that movement. So if we can do handstand push-ups on the wall, then the next progression would be able to do handstand push-ups off the wall, and you need to be able to find that tripod position in the bottom in order to do so. Always pause for a moment at the top on that first rep to make sure those toes are together, body's long, belly tight, and then from there, breaking that head back towards the wall. Be sure you can control all the way to the ground. And then also try not to break that core as you press to the top. Try to keep quads, butt, and belly tight so that body stays nice and long. You don't get any movement through that spine. If you can't get all the way down to the ground, you can go 1 or 2 ab mats to shorten that range of motion. Don't go any more than 2 because then you'll be shorting it a bit too much. And if we're not ready to go up on the wall today, we can do that pike push-up on the ground, still using those ab mats as a target, and then all those mechanics are still the same. Breaking down into that tripod position, elbows face the box. As we hit the top, chest comes back and through so that our ears are in line with our biceps. Lastly, if we're not able to get into that pike position and execute push-ups, let's work on getting upside down, building some shoulder strength and stability with either a back facing the wall handstand hold for 20 to 30 seconds each round or a chest facing the wall handstand hold for 20 to 30 seconds each round. Be sure to rest at least a minute between your pull-ups and your handstand push-ups today, or your other strength work if you're using those dumbbells. That's going to be it for our strength work. Good luck on that, and we'll see you back soon for our Metcon.